If you're not a feminist, you're a sexist. That's it.
Different take. I'm not a feminist because I'm not sexist. I'll elaborate, but for now I just want to say don't listen to people like that who's trying to make you feel bad for not conforming to their ways. It's manipulation, gaslighting, if you will. So where to start? If you'd have asked me 2 years ago if I was a feminist, I would have said yes. I was calling out all of the men's. And then my perception was changed. I thought feminism was about holding men and women accountable so we can have a better future together. I was wrong. So to all of those that still identify as a feminist, thinking the same way that I used to, this isn't about you. This is about the new wave of feminism, where we blame men for everything and hold women accountable for absolutely nothing. You know, simple things like, if he cheated, he's scum. If you cheated on him, it's because he's scum. There's so many twisted mental gymnastics going on within the narrative at the moment, and it drives me nuts. And I can't support it. Like, for example, domestic abuse is a gendered issue, suggesting men are the perpetrators, when stats actually show that women are more the perpetrators. But there's no support for men that's going through domestic abuse. But the funny thing is, if there was support for men that's going through domestic abuse, that's going to create a safer environment for the women. How are they not getting this? So to me, personally, it seems like they want to be victimised more than actually solving the problem. And to me, that's a problem. And it happens with every topic. Men unalive themselves at a far greater rate than women, but what do we hear? Women attempt it more. Yeah, because the people who are successful at it don't have a second, third or fourth go at it, you numpty. And when we talk about deadbeat parents, it's always the dad being a deadbeat, but never the mother. It's always about the man walking away, but if you dare suggest that the woman withhold the kids, then it's your fault as a father for not fighting, not her fault as a mother for making you fight. Make it make sense. And the bullshit they believe, men don't ask for custody most of the time. And when you have a genuine conversation with people, but they don't want to answer your question, they call you disingenuous. Liked by creator. Brent. Well done, sunshine. Which I found quite peculiar because he says he listens to women, but when I'm asking women questions, he doesn't like it. So how are we meant to learn if we're asking questions that don't suit the narrative? Just conform. And if you don't conform, you're a misogynist. Which is quite ironic, really, considering the most misogynistic comments I've ever seen in my life are people doing so in the name of feminism. I don't want to conform to that. I don't tell women how they should live their life, and I don't call them a pygmy for whatever random reason. I also don't claim that they also hate women because they don't agree with my personal viewpoints. But today's feminism does all of that in abundance. And I'm a big, mean guy for not liking it. Make that make sense. So why am I not a feminist? Well, I care for everyone. And I believe that if we solve all issues that surround us, then everyone will benefit from it greater than just blaming certain groups of people for the issues going on. Take responsibility, accountability, acknowledge the real world around us, and then things will get better for everyone. Is that a crazy notion? Or am I sexist for thinking that? So take no notice of the woman at the start of the video. She's just trying to guilt you into conforming to certain beliefs. It's the equivalent of a religious folk telling you that you've got no morals because you're not religious. You can still care about people without conforming to beliefs and ideologies. And no amount of guilt tripping or gaslighting will convince me otherwise. You know, misandry isn't real. Piss off. I'm not buying it. Most of us with a brain don't buy it. Men or women. I can't subscribe to this ideology that's full of hate, misandry, misogyny, and just misinformation. Can't do it. I'm sorry. But ladies, I'll always have you back, regardless of me not buying into the bullshit.